Welcome to the Upshot, Multi-World Disc Golf's podcast about the latest in the disc golf world. I'm the editor, Charlie Eisenhood. Joining me is Josh Mansfield on this Tuesday, February 3rd. Somehow, it is already February.
Can't believe it.
I do not know how that has happened, but here we are, Josh, 2026.
All right, Charlie. This is the only episode this week, and so I'm just going to ask the question now. Who are you picking for the Super Bowl?
Seattle.
It's got to be Seattle.
I am deciding how I want to approach this. I am actually like ultra confident that Seattle is going to win. I've been hoping to get Seattle -4. I haven't checked the line in a couple of days. It's been 4.5 for a while.
It is still
I'm hoping that
4.5.
there's some random late steam on the Patriots, but I don't know if I'm going to get that. Still 4.5.
Yeah.
I might bet Seattle -7 and -10 minus even. I don't know if I'm going to go -14, but I might bet the alternate lines because I truly think they are a class above everybody else in the league. Like statistically, they have been. And the Patriots, I don't want to call them frauds because that's a little strong, but like they have had a gilded path to the Super Bowl, and like they're just not in the same tier.
Not. No, they're not.
I'm surprised the line is only 4.5.
They made it to the AFC Championship, and I was like, okay, finally, like we're gonna see a good game here. And then Bo Nix breaks his ankle, and I'm like, what did the Patriots do? What kind of voodoo is Tom Brady pulling off over there to just like propel the Patriots back? I'm in the same boat. And I mean, we were talking earlier. I said whoever wins the NFC is gonna win the Super Bowl, and once the playoffs bracket was set at the beginning, I had no one in my mind that was going to top any of the NFC teams. So
let's see what happens. You know, it should be exciting. I mean, New England by like DVOA is just dramatically worse than Seattle. Yeah. So I feel pretty good about kind of betting heavy on Seattle this week, but you know, it's only 4.5, so there's a lot of belief that maybe people just discounting Sam Darnold.
I mean,
right?
That's the one question mark.
But I think he's already gone through the gauntlet.
I hope so. I don't know. There's something about playing at a Super Bowl that's just a little different than anything else you've done.
That's a very fair point.
Last question, and this is for our European listeners as well. What's your favorite Super Bowl food? Like, what are you making? You're going to a party.
Nachos.
Nachos. Okay.
Yeah, nachos.
Okay. I'm a stuffed mushrooms kind of guy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Sausage and some Parmesan and cream cheese.
I also like wings. So I'm going on vacation, hence why we don't have a Thursday show this week. I'm going to be in Costa Rica for the Super Bowl. So I'm going to have a whole new experience. Like, what do they eat down there for the Super Bowl? I don't know.
Who knows? I guarantee it's going to be fine, though. You're not going to be missing out.
Yeah, get me out of here, Josh. It has been so cold and so terrible. I'm ready to be in the warmth. We will be back though a week from today. Make sure, by the way, that you get our subscription because we've been rocking and rolling with some great sub bonus segments inside the circle. We've done a couple of live shows the past couple of weeks, and we're getting ready to start our, rapid reacts. We're just a few weeks away now from the start of the season. So I'm fired up. Let's see. Today, what we're going to do, there's not really any news. I'll give you the news that we have, Josh.
Okay.
Anakin Sten signed with Latitude 64.
That didn't already happen?
It's so interesting because Anakin was on this, she had a single disc sponsor.
Oh,
the Casaplast Reco X, I want to say.
Yeah.
But otherwise, she had no primary disc sponsor.
Interesting.
Which was an oddity, to be honest.
I don't know if I knew that.
Because she beat Kristen 2024, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so then it's like, how did she not already have a full sponsor? But she didn't. And now she does.
Now she is taking the torch from Kristen.
Yeah.
That's the Latitude 65.
It's actually a good point. It's like straight up. They're like, well, we got a lot of budget, so what should we do with
it? let's put another European in here.
Let's sign Kona for the same deal. Big brain.
Gift
all right.
on giving.
So what we're going to do today, this is a 30-second Josh brilliant idea. We're going to look at records and assess how likely they are to be broken in 2026. So we have a swath of records, cash, streaks, highest ratings, all these things. And we're going to go through them one by one, and we're going to assess what is the likelihood on a scale. We want to do 1 to 10 or 1 to 5? I feel like 1 to 5 is better.
I think 1 to 5. I think we start splitting hairs at 10.
Yeah, it's a little too granular. So we're
Now,
going to go
don't get me wrong.
1 to 5.
I'm probably going to whip out a 3.5 at some point, at which point we probably should have just done 10, but whatever. It feels better.
We're going to scale 1 to 5. 5 being, maybe we shouldn't say lock, because I don't think anything is a lock, but like north of 75% confidence that it's going to get broken, and 1 being it's absolutely not happening.
Yep.
So, Josh, let's take it away. Where do you want to start?
I mean, we got to start with the obvious one, which is just most majors of all time. Ken Climo holds that record, 18 majors. And right now, we have both Paul McBeth and Paige Pierce at 17. And so I think it's fascinating and fun that we have both an FPO and an MPO player who are knocking on the door of all-time. Paige's already exceeded FPO majors. And so we're just looking at all-time majors as a broad category. And I'm very interested to see whether it's McBeth or Pierce. And it's interesting because the discussion around McBeth's majors versus Climo's majors and McBeth's worlds versus Climo's worlds has always been about the development of the game and the competitiveness of the field and how it's evolved. And it's interesting because I think that Paige's feels to some extent more comparable to the Climo record than Paul's does. Like, I already feel like Paul's is a more impressive achievement than Climo's. Paige's, I feel like, is actually more comparable, though still, I think, probably more impressive. Just because of the competitive era that we're in now. And so for Paige to break it, I think is also just an incredibly, like, it's legit. It's legit. It would be a sick record to break. Charlie, what do you think? Scale 1 to 5. Is it getting broken? I guess, so broken would require 2 majors this year.
I think we should establish. I think broken 2.
Okay. I agree.
2 out of 5. I mean, I don't want to rule it out. I don't think it's impossible.
Yeah.
That one of those players who have both risen back to top 5 level.
Yep.
Couldn't pull off 2 wins this year. I think it's possible. I think it's very unlikely, but I think it's possible. Now, Ty, now I think we're more at like, maybe I only go up to 3. I think it's unlikely still, but like
okay.
Within the realm of possibility.
Sure.
So I put it at a 3 out of 5. It's crazy because it was like almost 5 years ago that we're talking with the both of them about, we're racing to match and exceed Kenny and like who's going to get there first and, commemorative disc and blah, blah, blah. And we've hit the stall out, it's been McBeth 2022 Worlds, right? Was the last major win for these pair of players.
No.
Am I wrong? Did Paige get one in 23?
No, I think Paul won USDGC in 23. Didn't he win He won USDGC the year after he won Worlds, I thought.
You might be right.
Because remember he went to the playoff with Klein? I don't remember what year
was that in 23?
I thought that was a year after.
No, because McBeth got hurt in 2023 and didn't play USDGC.
So was it 2022?
I think it was 20. Was it 2021 that he won USDGC?
I don't remember.
Yeah, he finished 4th at USDGC in 22.
Okay.
And he won it in 2021. And he won Worlds in 2022. and he has not won since.
Interesting. I guess I had that backwards in my head. I always thought that in my head the Klein thing feels more recent than Worlds.
But
that's right.
It does feel more present. I don't know why. I agree with that, but it's been a cold streak, and obviously Paige got hurt, and Kristen rose to the top of the division, and but now Kristen is gone, and like that also has to be included as part of this like odds.
It does.
Is that we have a player who historically has been the favorite at every major for the last 3 years, who is no longer going to be playing.
Definitely bumps up the odds.
100%.
Yeah.
You agree with those numbers, or do you go different?
Pretty, yeah. That's probably where I put it. The tie might be like a little bit higher. 3 feels a little low, but 4 feels a little high. That's kind of how I feel.
But almost like we should have done a scale from 1 to 10.
We'll just leave it there.
All right. How about this? Okay. Highest MPO rating. We've been flirting with this one.
Yep.
Paul hit 1062 a few years ago. Gannon has come very close, but hasn't exceeded that number. He's currently sitting at 1059.
Correct.
No one else is really in striking distance.
He tied 1062 in September and October.
Okay, but he never actually went to 1063.
But he never hit the 1063. Is
this the year that Gannon becomes the highest rated player ever?
Well, taking a quick peek at his PGA ratings, DGPT Championship, good tournament, probably right around where he needs to be. That's going to be falling off first. Following which is the Memorial, which honestly is okay for him. He's playing Memorial again this year, and right now he's carrying from the Memorial. He's got a 1093, which that's going to suck to lose. He's got a 1074, but he's also got a 1052 and a 1024. And I think there's a chance he could, he could push that average up a little bit, but he's going to have to play really well at the Memorial this year. But then Supreme Flight Open, all 3 of his rounds are sub 1060. Waco, 3 of his 4 rounds all 3 of his rounds are sub 1060. And then it's not till we get to the Open at Austin that he's going to, so basically end of March, he's going to lose a really good tournament for him.
Yeah.
It's tough. The math is not great for him right now. Definitely gets better as the season goes on. It probably needs to happen sooner rather than later, though. Like, if he's going to hit it this year, it probably needs to be in the March ratings the April ratings update.
The only thing I'll say, Josh, is that like you already pointed out, the near-term drops are not painful. They're like neutral at worst, and they actually might favor him slightly.
Yep.
For this first couple drops. If he comes out and plays a couple of really strong tournaments, he might just get there in one go. Like I think it's possible he could just come out of the gates if he starts off the season really strong and boom, he's there.
If he does a strong Memorial, strong Supreme Flight Open.
We will see. I think and I think it's just more of a matter of like, do you believe he can play above 1063 plus for a couple of months? Because I think if he does it for a couple of months, then it doesn't really matter. Like the impact of these like low weighted tournaments from 2 years ago are not going to have that big of an impact.
Here's the one consideration. Gannon has started the past 2 seasons. The beginning of the season, it's the slowest point of the season.
It's true.
So it's a question of whether or not he bucks that trend. Does
he like have a little extra motivation to come out strong?
Give me a 3. I think he's motivated. I think his ceiling's going up. He might even be able to do it just by pushing late season as well because he's just so good. I'm going to say a 3 that he breaks the record.
I put it at a 4. I think it's more likely than not. I think
3 feels coin toss for close. Me. Yeah.
And he was tremendous at the end of last season.
He was.
All right. What's next?
Highest FPO rating. Kristen, May of 2025, 1,003.
It's a 1.
Yeah, it's a 1.
Sorry.
Missy's at 989, Hanley's at 986, Silva's at 985. It's just not getting broken this season.
It's just not. It's just not. I mean, it was pulling teeth for Kristen to get there, and she had played like a season of impeccable disc golf.
Yes. Missy
to go from 989 to 1003, like it is just that's years of work. That's not a season of work.
I think Missy could get to like a 995 area, and then we're having a conversation for next season. Still low, but conversation at least. But right now, I don't even think we need a conversation about it.
It's just I think this could stick around for a while.
Yeah.
You have to see a step change improvement in performance from any of those three players. Yes. Like they're all really good, but
they're not.
Kristen was playing on another tier.
Yes.
With everything in her game dialed, tournament after tournament after tournament.
Yep.
All right. How about earnings? Now we got Powerball up in the mix. Maybe somebody's going to hit the lottery and win an extra 75 grand or something. So I think it's fair to say we are anticipating purses. They've gone up steadily over time. They've been going up much more slowly lately, and we've even seen some tournaments dropping their purse this past season. But I expect to see purses go up on the order of 5 to 10% this year across the board. And some of the big purses at like the Pro Tour Championship, aka what's called now Powerball Cup. Yeah. I mean, I feel like the winners are going to get at least 50K. So there is the door is open. The question is, will somebody walk through it? We have some pretty impressive earning numbers. Gannon in 2024 earned $211,432. No one's really come close to that since. Could somebody break this record? Could Gannon break his own record?
For reference, Gannon hit $164,000, 751 in 2025. 2024 was a crazy season for Gannon. It was crazy. And the thing is like Gannon won a couple of really important events this last season. Winning. He won Ledgestone and he won Worlds, and he's still 50K short. Right. The only thing he missed in like the trifecta of important tournaments to win if you want to win a lot of money is the Pro Tour Championship. Where he missed out on like 20 grand more. But even with 20 grand more, he's still short. I'm expecting it to go up, but I think it's like a 2. That is so much money. Even if Gannon's earnings go up by 20, let's say Gannon plays the exact same this season as he did last season, but earnings go up 20%, he's still short.
There's also notably fewer events this year than there were 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
It would take a dominant season from a single player.
It might take the greatest season of all time from a single player.
It depends a little bit on how much money's on the line at the Pro Tour Championship.
It is, but
I don't think they're going to go to 100K, but if they do, right, 75 or 100, like it makes it that much easier to crack the record. But I agree with you. I think it's a 2. I think it's pretty unlikely. Now, on the other hand, FPO feels more in range. Kristen has the all-time record 116,247 set in 2023 in her epic season. With purses going up, especially at the Pro Tour Championship, it does feel like somebody could step into this, leader spot that Kristen has vacated and win more money than that. I could see somebody even getting to 140, 150.
Yeah.
So I put it at I want to do 3.5, Josh, but I will stay strong and I will say 4. I think it's more likely than not.
Okay. I'm going to stick with a 3. I don't think it's quite that high. I mean, it is still going to require someone playing and winning a lot of events. But, the drop off for not winning is stiff, and so even with purses going up, you need a good number of wins, and that right now just like the dispersion of the wins in FPO causes problems for someone who's trying to break this record. So
sure. How much who won Pro Tour Championship this year? Was it Missy?
I think so. Was it Holland?
It was Holland, right?
It was Holland.
It was like that.
Yeah.
Felt like it cemented her.
Yeah.
I want to check how much these players earned this past year.
Okay, so Holland earned $111,308.
See, she's already right there. And Missy earned 93,000, and they were splitting wins, right? I think it's so possible that we just see the number eclipsed without anything really changing.
So here's
I mean,
the one.
Holland was almost there,
Yes.
and purses are going to go up notably this year.
Here's the one thing that I don't know about that you have to keep in consideration. Holland won the match play championship, which gave her another 15 grand.
Well, they're going to have it again.
Are they? To what? Like, what's the format?
To be fair, I say they're going to have it again.
Yeah, like
what they may or may not have it again. They have said nothing about it.
losing 15K is a lot of money you need to make up.
Yeah, but
4 is probably the right number, though.
I'm going 4. You're going 3. I'm going 4.
I'll take the 3.
Okay. All-time cash. Let's talk MPO first. Ricky is the leader all time. 895,164. Wouldn't this be something if Rick and Paul finished their careers and Rick earned more money than Paul? That would be a very interesting footnote in their rivalry over the years.
It really would.
Paul is at 867,517. I think the question, Josh, by the way, Gannon-Burr 570,963. So pretty notably behind those guys, and probably not possible for him to catch them this year. I would say
this year.
Almost impossible.
Yeah.
Will Rick or Paul crack the $1 million mark this year? I'll give you both as an option.
What did Rick earn last year? What did Rick and Paul earn last year? I'll look up Rick, you look up Paul.
Okay.
I
mean, they got to be easily eclipsing 100K, right?
I don't know if they did last season.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Paul was at 80,000.
Rick was at 70,000. I don't think so. They're not playing well enough.
Okay, so what's your number? Because it's not out of the question that they
No,
could
it's
earn.
not out of the question.
Rick would need to earn a little over 100,000.
Yeah, 104,000.
If he wins the Pro Tour Championship, done.
That's true. Ricky played notably worse last season.
He still had a good year. Just his standards are set so high.
Yeah. Well, he had a fine year. He didn't win an event. That's not a great year by Ricky standards.
I mean, fair enough, but he was still like a top 5
consistent.
player.
Yeah, he was consistent. He was a good player, but yeah, just like given Ricky's caliber, we would expect him to win events. What's the number?
If Ricky had won USDGC, it would have been the stuff of legends.
And instead, we're into year 4.
Dude, hole 6 cooked him. That was so crazy.
I think the likelihood is a 2.
I think I put it at a 3. I think it's a coin flip.
It's really a question of like, does one of them win Pro Tour Championship, like you talked about?
Yep.
Which is fair. But like, just like if I'm looking at it in aggregate, I just don't think it's likely that Ricky plays 40K better this year, because
all it would take is a couple of those close ones to end in wins, Josh.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, his highest cash last year was second at USDGC for 13,500, but then after that it was 6,000 for third at MVP Open. You know, if a couple of these thirds and fourths and fifths become firsts and seconds, that's a lot more money going in the pocket.
It's true.
I think it's a coin flip. I really do.
I will say, selling big money Missy and $1 million Rick discs would be some fun marketing.
Maybe Discraft will remember that he's won some world titles.
Okay, let me ask you this. That was low.
I'm sorry.
Granted,
Continue.
I'm the one who put it in the Discord, so I can't give you too much of a hard time. Likelihood that Paul reaches it and not Rick, or first.
That's well. I mean, I think it's not a 1. It's a 2.
Okay, he is 30K behind.
It's pretty unlikely, but it's possible.
But I think there's a real possibility Paul has a better season than Rick.
I mean, we know it's possible to have a $200,000 season because it's been done. Do I think Paul Macbeth is going to do it with, second kid getting born this year? Probably not. No, I don't. But it's not impossible.
He only needs a 135 season.
Right.
Forever. So
it would be a really good year, but it doesn't have to be like
It's not even as good as Gannon last year. So.
Unreal. Yeah. A lot also, of course, depends on how much purses grow this year.
It does. There's a lot of speculation in our numbers here, but okay. Let me give you another one here, Charlie. Paige, currently the highest cash earner of all time in FPO, $466,027. Kristen falls behind, $411,576. Actually, that's not even true. Kristen, that's how much Kristen has. Missy is in second place, $436,762.
That's that big money, Missy.
Big money. It's
majors? Nah, cash? Yeah. It's like that Drake meme.
I see that.
Not that Missy hasn't won majors. Just Paige built different.
That's like the name, the nickname Big Money Missy comes from the fact that her cash earnings are something of legends. That's insane. So here's the question. Odds that Missy takes the record from Paige this season. She's $30,000 behind. Almost exactly.
Oh, man. If you asked me a year ago and it was the same situation, I'd probably say 4.
Oh, I would have said 5. 1 year ago, 5.
But Paige is looking low-key back.
I know.
So I think it's definitely less clear. How much did they each earn last year?
Paige earned $50,000, almost exactly.
Missy earned 93. But the question is, what do you think of it this year? How far behind is she? 30K?
30.
Oof. I'm going to put it. I mean, credit to Missy, who just absolutely piled the money up at the end of the season. She won MVP,
for 5
she won a
years.
playoff, and then she won Throw Pink for 15K, and then she finished second at Match Play for 9K. Like,
listen,
that's a huge chunk of her earnings from the season. 35,000.
So she does every season.
A couple events at the. Fair point.
It's how she swindled voters out of a PGA Player of the Year award.
Listen,
not last year. A couple of years
Paige
ago.
got robbed that year. That was bad.
That was robbery. Highway robbery.
I put it at a 3. I think it feels like a pretty clean toss-up to me. I believe that what we saw from Paige at the end of the season will be durable and that she's going to play on average better this year.
I think it's a 4. Silva Saarinen, who had a better season than Paige did, won $78,000. It's a $15K difference. We need 30, but win the Pro Tour Championship, you're done. And we know Missy loves that event. Win something else, Missy's got it in the bag right there over Silva, and that's assuming Paige plays to Silva's level this year, which I think is a little bit generous. I think it's a 4, and I almost went 5.
Wow.
Big money Missy. Big money Missy.
I mean, you got to give her credit. I mean, her play down the stretch was unreal. Second at Idlewild, first at D-Glow, second at GMC, first at MVP, first at Throw Pink, 6th at the Pro Tour Championship, second at the Match Play Championship. That is crazy. Like, how much? I'm trying to do the math in my head. That was 30, 35, 40. Like, more than half her money was earned from Idlewild on.
Well, let me give you this number here. Last year, 2024, she earned $104,000. Starting in August, she's got a $3,500 win a purse at Worlds, $2,400 at GMC, $10,000 at MVP, and then $35,000 at the Pro Tour Championship. There's half of her money right there. You do the same thing when she did 7 at Ledgestone, 10 at Worlds, and 40K back in 2023. I'm going to do the math. I'll bring this to the next show, Charlie. I'm going to look up what Missy's earnings are in the months of August through October as compared to the rest of the year.
Listen,
in her career.
That would be an epic stat. I actually think that like August to October, she's got to have earned like half of her
75% of her money. 70%.
Listen, there's a world. Well, I don't just need Paige to play better. It's also possible that Missy doesn't do this again, and that another player starts taking those wins, whether that's a Holland or a Silva, or, you know, there's a lot of paths to her not outplaying Paige by 30K. So
it's possible.
I keep it at 3. All right.
I've heard the big money Missy doubt before, and it always backfires.
All right. How about this? Highest round ratings of all time. Single round.
Yep.
Paul Macbeth Memorial 2013 has stood the test of time. It's over, over 12 years old at this point. 1132 is the number.
1.
Fair.
I don't know. I don't know what it's going to take for Memorial to dish out another round like that. I think that was broken. It's a 1. It's not getting beat. Well,
in Memorials, they're not using Vista anymore, right? So
that's right. Yeah.
That I feel like that changes the complexion of the tournament overall. Is it Fountain Hills that usually gave out the crazy numbers though? I genuinely do not remember.
So I've kind of like filed Memorial away into the back of like a dusty filing cabinet, the bottom shelf.
Rick shot an 11:17 in 2024 at European Disc Golf Festival. AB shot a 11:16 at Memorial in 2024. I'm looking for other like more recent eras. I mean, there's been some 1100 rated rounds the last couple of years, of course.
Sure.
But to go from like 1100, which is like you're shooting like 15, 16 under, to go to 1132, it's just like I'm not sure that it's an inflated number that Macbeth put down.
And I just don't think it'll ever be broken. It's a 1. It might be a 0. If I could give a 0 for never will be broken, that's how it feels right now.
Macbeth shot 17 under that day, by the way. But like, I don't think you could shoot 17 under on a Pro Tour course right now and get 1132.
You
like
not
you could
only
basically
need
play
that,
a perfect round and you could still not get the number.
Because you also need a bad field to play poorly behind you. That's why Memorial's always given out such high ratings, is because the top pros can shoot crazy, but there's so much OB that the lower end of the field are just all
getting
scoring
nuked
very poorly. So yeah, you need the perfect storm. You need 40 mile an hour winds at Memorial, and then you got to shoot 17 down.
I mean, yeah, Memorial is a weird one for sure. I mean, the finals round that Macbeth shot that number, a 4 under. That was like a final 9 type of situation. There were just 2 cards playing.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Hunt, who shot a 4 down, got a 1009 rating. So like, I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense, right? Like that's a weird course effect. I'm with you. I think I may never get broken.
I don't think so.
I certainly don't think I'm going to bet on it in any given year. Okay, how about this though? Ella Hansen just shot the highest rated round of all time in FPO 1 season ago at Worlds, where she shot a 1065 and almost won the World Championship. Can that get broken this year?
I think that's another case of like the beast not being a great layout for FPO, having a big field because of Worlds who are playing, and then pair that with like people taking some massive numbers on hole 16.
Let's also acknowledge she shot an incredible round.
And Ella Hansen went absolute beast mode.
I mean, let me just put it in context, okay? The second best round of the day was 5 under. She shot a 12 under, Josh. This is not. I think you're actually basically wrong when you say
I might be
that like there was some weird course effect. I think she just absolutely went crazy on a day when like really strong players, Owen, Missy, Holland, they all shot a 5 under for a share of second best that day. Those are the world's best players.
I did not want to claim course effect. I wanted to claim a course that has the opportunity to shoot high with the teeth to push other people down.
Sure. I mean, a lot of people got smoked.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And that is a nice, because I'll be honest. I never would have thought the Beast was going to be the one to dish out this rating. Like, that is not the course I would have picked.
And Ella bogeyed 18 after a perfect
And she bogeyed 18.
Oh my God. Could have been, dude. Could have been 1070. Could have been 1080. Could have been 1080. If she birdies 18, is it 1080? Probably.
It might be. And then it's the, I'm putting it at a 1. As it is, I'm putting it as a 2.
I'm actually going to put it at a 1.
Okay.
I mean, obviously, it's theoretically possible. I just don't see when and where it's going to happen. Like, Owen shot that crazy 1055 at Open at Austin that felt like this like aberration. And like, who is going to shoot that good? Like, who is shooting 7 shots better than the field?
Well, here's the point I'm going to make.
I don't think it's going to happen.
It happened last year. The player who did it is getting better.
I hear you.
So that's why I can't give it a 1. It's the only reason.
Crazy number. I think that could stand for many years.
It could. I mean, it definitely can. It probably will. Yeah. This last one came from Rob, which is event ratings that were for FPO over 1,000. So in history, there have been 69 events where the 69 like first, it could be first or second place as well, right? Like tournament averages.
Yeah,
69 of them had ratings over 1,000.
Until the last 2 years, there had never been a 1,000 rated event that didn't win, but it has happened now.
But it's now happened. 21 of them took place in 2024. 17 of them took place in 2025. Does 2026 break the record of 21?
I put it at a 2. And I'll tell you why. It's a simple story. No Kristen.
No Kristen.
We lost the best player.
Okay.
We lost a player who was doing this the most. I understand the field's getting better. Yep. I mean, you can make your case. I'm putting it at a 2. No. I think it's unlikely, given the fact that we lose a player who is setting the pace.
Okay.
And I think there are still going to be plenty of them.
Yep.
But we saw a regression last year, and I don't see why I should suddenly now expect, with Kristen out, for us to somehow take this quantum leap. I don't think so.
Well, Charlie, I'm so glad you said that, because I've got another one from Rob for you, and I saved it to spring it on you afterwards.
Oh, no.
11 players had 1,000 rated events in 2024. That number dropped to 7 in 2025. Which means 3 players who had 1,000 rated events in 2024 did not do it in 2025. Excluding Kristen, right? So 3 who are presumably still active.
Okay.
Does that number change? Do you think we break 11 players who do it?
That is more interesting to me. But again, I gotta say no. I don't know why I should bet on like a sudden step change.
Okay.
After a year of like, I feel like we saw the high water mark, and there's fewer tournaments, so there's fewer opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm saying no.
Sticking with no. Okay. That was a great one, Rob. Thank you.
Yeah, love that.
Yeah, love that one.
All right. Well, we were talking about best individual rounds. How about best average performances?
Okay.
Highest rated tournament average by rating. Gannon Burr set the record at the 2025 Preserve, 1088. What's the odds that gets broken?
Jeez. Is this Elite Series and Majors, or is this all time?
Elite Series and Majors.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I there's like some rando C tier stuff that I.
That's what I figured. It's hard to piece it, like.
That's just I don't want to.
It's not the same.
That's not meaningful.
Man, Preserve is a good tournament for this to happen at. I give it like a 2. I mean, I don't think it's impossible, which is what I'm really reserving the ones for. But 2 is the next closest thing, and it's almost a 1. This is a crazy event rating. If you had just said, oh yeah, Burr 2025 Memorial 1088, I'd have been like, fraudulent number, right? Like I don't know what the highest Memorial event rating average is, but I'd have been like, it's fraudulent. And then you go Preserve, I go, oh well,
it's still a little.
Dang, that's pretty that's pretty incredible.
1088 is crazy. Like, yeah, I think it's not impossible. It's a 2.
It's a 2, and if he does it at not the Preserve. Like running through the Elite Series in my head, any other tournament, he shoots above a 1090, it might be one of the greatest tournaments of all time. Like not just a event rating, but like Gannon's going to absolutely crush everybody if he does that.
An FPO, Owen Scoggins has the record. 1029 set at the Open at Austin, part of the year that she shot that one of the all-time highest rated individual rounds. Mm-hmm. The next 3 highest are all held by Paige Pierce. 1024 twice at Jonesboro in 2020 and U.S. Women's in 2021, and then Paige 1019 at Memorial in 2020. Again, this is major elites only. What's the odds on the 1029 getting snapped?
It's higher than the 1088, but I don't know if am I willing to go 3? I'm gonna go 3, really just to say I think that this one has there's a better chance that someone like Holland or Own again or somebody comes out and just has a great 3-rounder and tops this. It's more likely to be the MPO, so I'm gonna call it a 3.
I still go 2. I think it's
probably right.
Not likely, but it's a softer 2.
Yeah. That's I agree with that.
What do you have for us after the break?
Well, we've got some streaks, and I think you are going to be blown away by how good some of these streaks are.
All right. The crazy streaks on the other side. We'll be back. It's the Upshot. The Upshot is presented by Pound Disc Golf, makers of the best bags in the sport. Well, the Tour Team 2026 has been announced. We've got some more players out now, including Casey White, Ella Hansen, Nate Sexton, Kona Montgomery, Sullivan Tipton, Taylor Chosek, and many more. Check out the entire Pound Ambassador team over at PoundDiscGolf.com and get your replica bags today to support your favorite pros. Welcome back to the Upshot. All right, Josh, you got some streak notes for us. Take it away.
Yeah, we a lot of people were in the Discord putting in some great and I owe a shout out to Steve here, who did this Statmando work for us. A lot of people in the Discord suggesting different streak records that we should be looking at, and I was like, oh, that's so interesting. I'm so excited to see this. Well, Charlie, I'm going to tell you right now. Prepare just for one star, one level, like a 1 chance across the board. These streaks are unbelievable and are very unlikely to be hit. I mean, everything from active cast streaks to win streaks to podium or top 10 streaks. So let me give them to you. I'm going to go a little bit rapid fire, and I want you just to tell me if you disagree as to whether or not it should just be a 1 star all the way down.
Okay.
Major and Elite Series win streaks of all time in FPO. Paige Pierce, 8 in 2019. Wins. 8 wins in a row.
Oh my God. That maybe will never be broken.
And it's 2019. Like, that's legit. That's crazy.
I feel like people don't remember, and there's a lot of new listeners to the pod, people who started playing in COVID and stuff. It used to be incredibly boring to talk about FPO disc golf because literally you just expected Paige to win every tournament.
The COVID veil known as Kristen Tatar/Lot has just like wiped our memory of what pre-COVID was like.
Kristen was obviously incredible, and probably her major sweep season is probably the best season that's ever been played.
Yep.
Given the level of competition, I mean, Paige used to just mop
mop.
And part of the problem was that the courses were not properly tuned for FPO.
Uh-huh.
So Paige had this hugely outsized advantage because of her power
And circle
to the
two putting.
field. Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. She was a great player all around, but she could like consistently reach a couple of holes every round that no one else could possibly reach. So it was just, she was blowing the doors off of people.
Yeah.
8 straight wins. Absolute one for me.
Oh, absolute one. Okay. Major and Elite Series podium streaks all time. Katrina Allen from 2013 to 2016 did it 33 times in a row. The current record, or the current leader in this category, is both Holland, Hanley, and Silva Saarinen at 2. So 2
Never
seasons
again.
of perfect podiums.
Never again. I mean, this is the same era. It was like, this was Katrina finishing first or second, often behind Paige. And
Right.
like Val Jenkins was still kicking around at this time too. 33, like, will never ever happen again.
Okay. Steve, so kindly, also gave us the most, like, the past decade of these stats as well, so we can compare
Okay.
maybe a little bit more reasonable. Kristen and Paige, Kristen's being in 2021 to 2023, and Paige's being 2016, 2017. This is from 2016 to present, have a streak of 16.
Wow.
Do you move that to a 2 spice?
16 in
Or
a
2?
row over
Yeah.
3 different calendar years. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I still put that at a 1.
I
mean,
think so
I don't
too.
even think it's physically possible for it to happen this season.
No, it's not.
I guess it's possible. Hanley and Saarinen are sitting at 2. So if they podiumed at every single tournament, and
Yeah,
you can't
you're
have a
right.
slip up, because if you have
Can't
one
have a
slip up,
slip
you're
up.
cooked.
Yep.
If
Every
they did,
tournament
if
they
they
could do
did it every tournament this season, which if you really squint, you can give it a 2. Because I mean, Holland had a top 5 streak going last year. It's too much to ask. It's too much to ask. I put it at a 1, but I think that at least theoretically could be broken.
Okay.
In the same way that Kristen came in and showed us what a new level looked like.
Sure.
Like, we've had these players emerge that go on these streaks in FPO for
it is
years.
true. It's true.
But I find it pretty unlikely.
Okay, let's do top 10 streaks. First up, all time, Major Elite Series. Val Jenkins, 146 from 2004 to 2018. For 14 years, she did not miss the top 10 at an FBO event.
People still don't give her enough respect.
No, they don't.
She was incredible. Incredible. She's not the GOAT, but she's a podium. She's a Mount Rushmore 100%. I think Mount Rushmore right now is Kristen Page, Val Jenkins, and the last spot's actually tough, right?
Yeah,
Do
it
you go
is.
Katrina? Do you go JK?
I put JK over Katrina.
It's a tough call.
For a Rushmore style, yeah, I do personally. But
All right.
Okay, let's do
146.
2016 to present, and I'll give you. I intentionally didn't tell you the leaders in the previous one.
Okay.
The current, or the most recent streak is Katrina Allen at 79 from 2018 to 2022. Kristen
Very
was at
impressive.
69. She was only 10 off. So if Kristen were to come back, this is feasible. Second place behind Kristen, Silva Saarinen at 15.
But
Kristen
I
has
feel
not
like
missed.
Kristen's record has to be broken, right?
I don't know if DNF counts against you.
DNF's got to count, right?
I don't know. Would you call it
Otherwise,
DNF
you
if
could
somebody
just cheat DNF anytime you're not going to, and you could keep your streak alive.
Good.
I feel like nah.
You feel like nah. Okay, then at that point, Silva's at 15.
Did she not finish outside the top 10 at those tournaments when she was putting horribly and
She did
didn't
not.
DNF?
No.
Well, yeah, Krokel, she still shot. So she threw the disc so well, it was
Exactly.
fine. And then, of course, European, she should have won.
Second.
And she melted. Yeah, but no, I think that 86 at Worlds, I know it's a DNF, but to me, that has to count.
Okay.
That
Then in
the
that
streak
point,
is over. I think
Silva's at
it's a
15.
1. It may never happen again,
Yep.
given the competition level.
Okay, let's do MPO now. First up, Elite Series Majors wins. Climo is at 9 all time. 90 to 98. In the most recent decade, Macbeth did 6 wins in a row.
Okay.
Are you willing to give Gannon the nod here?
Yes.
Wow.
I put it at a 2.
Whoa.
6 in a row is not that even that many. Like Gannon, what is Gannon's like historical
I don't
streak
know.
in this category? I'm going to look it up.
He's got to do 7.
I think he's got to at least have done 4 in a row. I guess I need to.
We got to look. I'm not sure. It's a good question.
Okay, so majors and tees. And okay, let's see.
I only see 2 in 2024.
That's crazy. You're right. I also only see 2. He won Portland and Beaver State. And then he did D-Glow and GMC. He almost did 5 in a row. If he'd won MVP, he would have done 5 in a row that year. From D-Glow, GMC, MVP, USDGC, DGPT Championship, but he finished 3rd at MVP. Listen.
He had a second Idlewild last year that would have given him 4 in a row.
It's unlikely, but you cannot rule out the possibility that he's going to get hot, and he just is on another level, Josh.
The fact that this is the only one so far that we've even given consideration shows the level that Gannon Buhr's at.
I think 9 probably will never be broken.
I agree with that. But
also,
6,
it was Climo 9 from 90 to 98. AKA, he just won Worlds 9 straight years in a row. Because there were no other tournaments that were made.
Different era.
That's crazy,
okay.
though.
Let's go to podium streaks. All time is Macbeth from 2014 to 2016 at 17 wins.
Wow.
Or podiums, excuse me. Recent decade is both Macbeth and Wysocki 2016, 2017. Macbeth did it only in 2017 of 10.
10. All right, well, Gannon in 2025 went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in a row and like was not particularly far off from going 9 or even 10 in a row or 11. It's still just, it's so hard to avoid that 1 5th place finish. You know, I think it's a 1 just to acknowledge the challenge, but I almost want to give it a 2 because
almost
I do think it's possible that Gannon he could put together a stretch of play where he's just untouchable.
Yep.
And we have seen him do this.
Yeah. I almost a 2 it's close.
I got to give it a 2. I don't think it's impossible.
You have to. I think you have to give that a 2 over the 7 wins in a row.
Yeah,
11 podiums is more likely than 7 wins. So
I agree with that.
Yeah. if you're gonna give the wins a 2, you have to give the podiums a 2.
I agree. Okay. I did. I am.
Great. Let's do top 10 streak. All time.
Top 10s. Okay.
Schultz 52 from 1997 to 2006.
Let's go.
Current streak. Heimberg is at 10. Isaac Robinson is at 4.
Well, obviously it can't be broken this year, so I can give it a 1 comfortably. I think that's probably a record that will never be broken.
Okay. In the most recent decade, Wysocki did 29 in a row from 2018 to 2019.
I mean, so it's not even feasible still, right? Even
still
if
not
Calvin
feasible.
top 10
No, we're not doing it this year.
I don't think it's possible. I think it's breakable.
I think it's breakable too.
I don't think it's crazy to imagine a period of like 2 years where someone doesn't miss the top 10 when they're really, really playing well. Mm-hmm. It's, you know, it's like a 3 for an all-time chance of being broken. I don't think it's like a lock.
You know what's funny to me? I actually think that this one is less likely than the podium streak. I think podium. I
kind of agree with that.
I think hitting a podium 11 times in a row is more feasible than doing basically 3 years straight of not missing the top 10.
Right, because anything can derail that.
Anything.
You get hurt.
Yeah. Whole 16
you get sick,
beast.
You know, you have one bad round. Like, yeah, I think it's like more reasonable to expect like 5 months of really strong play than 3 years of really strong play.
Yeah. I think so too. So, anyway, streaks. Thought they were going to be a lot more exciting. A lot of ones, but still a lot of fun.
Jeez. Who has the highest active cash streak right now?
Active cash streak are Missy.
Calvin at 77.
Yep.
The all-time record is 133 by Nate Doss.
That's definitely doable. Not this season, obviously, but
Can Calvin catch him long term?
He could.
Ricky's at a 54 in a row. Gannon's at 51 in a row. Gannon could do it, right?
Gannon could also do it. Missy is on 83. Her active
all-time
streak.
Katrina 139.
It's a lot of years of playing. It's doable, but it's a lot of years.
It's possible.
The hard part is that, you're talking Missy playing for this well for 5 more years.
Not necessarily. It's like probably 20 tournaments a year, right? How many tournaments did Missy play last year?
Missy's not. Katrina's such a grinder.
She played 21 events last year.
Okay. What's that, 3 years then?
Yeah. I think it's possible.
It's possible.
She's so consistently solid.
Mm-hmm.
Even those tournaments where she has those horrible starts. Remember, what was that? Was it Worlds?
I thought it was Champ. Oh, yeah, it was Worlds. Yes, it was Worlds.
She came out of the gate. She got absolutely smoked by hole 16.
Yep.
She shot. Where did she finish? She was 8th. She shot a 76 in round 1, 907 rated. And she fought back to top 10.
Yeah.
So I just think that it's hard for her to miss cash. Like, she would have to get hurt, which of course is a reality. Like,
it could happen.
Yeah. I don't really know how they treat DNFs for the cash streak. I think it should end your streak. Personally.
It's so tough because, like, I feel so bad penalizing somebody. Like, if you break your ankle and have to finish and, like, be done, like, oh yeah, there's all your streaks gone. But walking off the course doesn't feel the same, so it's tough.
All right, well, it should be fun. The most obvious stuff to pay attention to, it's still the majors record. Right, can Paul or Paige match Climo at 18? I think that's still like the big record to watch, the one that will be written in the history books. And, they're running out of time. Let's be honest. They are running out of time. How long is the window for one of those players to win a major? They maybe have 2 or 3 more years, at which point I don't think it will be possible anymore.
Feels about right.
I got to give FPO players credit. Like, we've seen players win in their late 30s, early 40s. It can be done. But it is, I think it'll get only harder as we watch 13-year-olds being rated in the 940s. Okay?
when the 40-year-old is having to beat out a 15-year-old to get her major in the 40s, these records become very fraught quickly.
Yeah. All righty. Well, great stuff. Quick little news during the show. Rebecca Cox extends with Latitude 64. No surprise.
Yeah.
All right. That's going to be our only show this week, but we will do a subscriber bonus segment, so don't miss that. Sign up at discgolf.ultraworld.com/subscribe. Join up for the year. It's less than $50. Get the whole season. All of our bonus shows, exclusive articles, a email newsletter about the business of disc golf. I'm actually going to try to get one out today if I have time before I have to go get the kid from daycare and go to the airport. So we'll see if I can get it done before. But if not, it will be out early next week. And I got some great stuff on Powerball deal. And now I already forget the other big topic. Oh, I'm working on disc inflation numbers and the price of discs over time and how that has evolved. So I think some really interesting data there that I will share in my newsletter. For Josh Mansfield, I'm Charlie Eisenhood saying so long. We will talk to you next Tuesday here on the main show as we start to get ready for the 2026 season. A lot of preview content coming your way. Our draft is also coming soon. So get ready for our fantasy draft. I can tell you when that's going to be, folks, so you can prepare your own drafts. That will be February 17th. Tuesday, February 17th will be our fantasy draft show. And get ready to join our picks contest as well if you're a subscriber. We're going to start doing monthly picks. We're going to lay out the new points plan and everything. So that'll be coming very soon. Josh, have a great week, my friend.
You too. Enjoy your vacation.
Enjoy the Super Bowl, everybody. See you next week.